Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Katelyn, and obviously I don't know how to start these because I haven't filmed one in a couple months. But we are filming a monthly reset and reflect / mid-year reset and reflect. So it is officially the end of June. So we will be reflecting on the first half of the year basically, and then resetting for the second half of the year. I set out some goals for this year and I've loosely been following them, I would say. So I haven't really touched base on them in a little while because the last couple months I haven't really been doing a lot of goal setting. If you've been following along on the channel, that is something that I haven't really been doing. I've been focusing mostly on completing my 75 soft / hard challenge. And yeah, that's really been what's been consuming me. So I haven't really been doing a lot of goal setting, but it ends in July, my 75 soft. So it ends in a few weeks. So I wanted to get back into goal setting, kind of get my way back in. And then also just kind of look at the goals that I had for this year, see if there's any that I am working towards still, if there's any that I've kind of scrapped, if there's any new ones I want to come up with, anything like that. We'll kind of chit chat about that today. And then I'm also going to share some of my favorites over basically the last month. But yeah, anyways, let's jump right in. Okay, I will say, first of all, I'm sorry if you can hear the cat purring. She is sitting on the windowsill right beside me, and she is just a happy girl. She loves her life. She loves sitting on the window, and she is a very vocal, loud purrer. That is just her. So if you hear her purring through this entire video, I really do apologize, but that is just who she is, and we love her for it. So just a little disclaimer. But yeah, okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna just shift over slightly so I can pop some of these things up on the screen here on my left, maybe also your left, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at the 2024 goals. So first, in my personal category, I wanted to read 30 books this entire year, and I have already done that. I literally just hit this goal this month, so I can officially check off 30 books this year, which is just crazy. Last year, I think my goal was 25 and I only ended up reading 22, so this was really gonna be a stretch to complete this year, I thought. But man, audiobooks have saved my life. I have listened to so many audiobooks this year, and especially just driving with where we live now. We live 30 minutes away from my work, so every day I'm driving an hour. And before I used to drive the same drive, but I carpooled with my mom, so we would just chat all the time in the car. But now that I drive alone, a lot of the time I just listen to audiobooks. Honestly, every day basically I listen to an audiobook. So I've been able to get through so many audiobooks this year. I would say probably half of my reading has been in audiobooks. So really just audiobooks I've just loved them. So I have finished that goal. But I'm actually going to make a new goal basically on that. And obviously I'm going to keep reading this year. I know I slow down a little bit in the fall when I get reading because we're going to be going away on a trip, and sometimes when I get back from a trip, it takes me a while to get back into reading again. So I'm not going to say okay, I read 30 books the first half, I'll be able to read 30 books the second half. I'm going to say I would like to read 50 books total this year. And I feel like that is still achievable, but it is still a little bit of I will have to work towards having to get that. So I'm adding that to my personal goals. Obviously I joined a book club. I've been what am I trying to say? I've been participating in book club obviously the last 6 months. We've had 6 book clubs so far, which is crazy. We just celebrated our halfway mark of book club, and honestly, it has been so fun. It is such a small little group of us, but we just have so much fun every month. I love filming every month too. When we have book club, even though it's a couple clips, it's just this little thing of oh, I just get to see where our book club was and what we did for each book club. And one thing about all of the girls is that everybody loves a theme, so we just theme everything based on the book, and it's just really fun, and I've been loving it. So love my book club. I wanted to take more photos this year. So far, I would say I haven't really completed this goal because I really feel like I don't take a lot of photos still. I was saying this to Brianna the other day, like I am just way more of a video person rather than a picture person. And it's so funny because I used to be more of a picture person, but I feel like just with YouTube and with like TikTok and Instagram and everything, like I just take way more video, even if it's just like I want to take something quickly, like I always just take a video of it. And I really want to get better at taking photos. But I really feel like I'm going to improve the second half of the year because I have just a lot more things to do that I can take photos of. Like the first half of the year, like January, February, March, it's like everything is just so boring and plain, and it's just miserable here like in the winter, and it's just like there's not many things that inspire me to take photos. But now that we're in the summer, I feel like I'm going to be taking photos more. I have my digital camera that I used at my friend Ashley's birthday party, and I just loved how the photos turned out from that, and like I just loved just having this cutesy little camera to take pictures with. So I really feel like I am going to keep this goal in here of take more photos, but I really feel like I'll be able to achieve it a little more in the summer, fall coming up. Okay, this one, complete 20 hours of CE. I have only completed one, and hey, it's good. I've gotten it, but I need to up my game a little bit here. It's not that this is something that's mandatory, but it is something that I want to do. I explained this at the beginning of my my original goal setting for this year. I can leave that link down below also if you missed it. But at the beginning of the year, I explained that in my like real job, I'm a dental hygienist, and every few years you get called on by your college, which is the people who license you as a dental hygienist, and you have to submit a portfolio saying that you completed continuing education, a certain amount of hours for a certain amount of years. So it's just good to have, in case you get called, you already have all these hours that you can kind of put towards, if they call you within like the proper time frame. But it's also just like I've been out of school for 2 years. It's something where there's always things changing in healthcare, in dentistry. So it is something I want to do anyways. I've been lacking on it because if I'm totally honest, I would so much rather not focus on work and think about work when I'm home. Like I like to really keep work and like home and my like hobbies separate. And it will take up some of my hobby time, but it's okay. It is what it is. I just have to do it. So, but I will still keep 20 hours as my goal. I want to still complete 20 hours. I don't want to lower that or anything. Adopt a kitty was on our list, but this obviously was already checked off in basically December, but it was something that we wanted to do while moving into this, new house. So very happy, very content with our little girl. Okay, look good, feel good was like my overarching like thing for this year. I really wanted to prioritize my self-care, morning routine and night routines, and choosing outfits. I feel like I have like done ebbs and flows with this, but for the most part, I've been doing well. The main thing I want to focus more on is keeping up with the morning and night routines. In the winter, I was really good at it. Right now, in the last like 2 months, I have been like bare minimum, if that, completing the morning and night routines. So I really want to get back into just doing simple morning and night routines, like wash my face, brush my teeth, like pack my lunch, go. Or when I get home, like at the end of the night, like do skincare, brush my teeth, and like have a tea or something, something like that. Just keep it really simple, but have it something so that it's a routine and it's like something where it feels like I'm getting ready for my day or getting ready to unwind from my day. So that's like the one thing I want to try to do better about prioritizing. But I really have been doing a lot more self-care. I've been listening to my body, listening to my mind, like all these things, making sure that I'm listening to how I'm feeling, and that's been good. And choosing outfits, I really have been, like even on days when I'm going into work, like I don't think I have worn just like a messy outfit, like, where you just kind of like throw on like a t-shirt and leggings. Like obviously you can do that totally fine, but because I work as a dental hygienist, I wear scrubs every day. And if I didn't get ready or like put on an outfit, I literally would never wear the clothes in my closet. I would literally just live in sweatshirts and sweatpants. So I really wanted to prioritize like creating outfits for myself. So anyways, that was a goal for myself. And I have been doing that. So so far good on the personal goals. Honestly, I want to just keep them as they are. I've been doing well. I've been focusing on smaller goals. It's not about the amount of goals you have. It's about the quality of them. So I want to keep them as they are. Flipping over to health and wellness. So for my health and wellness goals, I wanted to average 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I would say it's so hard to put this as a goal, like to say average this in a year, and it's like, I don't know. So I guess technically I would say probably as of right now I am not averaged at 8,000 to 10,000 steps, because for the first probably 4 months of the year I really wasn't going outside a lot because it was winter. So as of right now, no. But it's something obviously that I'm working towards, because now in the summer I'm going for walks way more often. I'm going outside way more often, playing sports. So I feel like right now, no, but it is something I'm still working on and still gonna go forward with. Same thing, move body 45 minutes a day. I feel like I do a good job at this, especially now with the 75 soft challenge. I move my body at least for 45 minutes every single day. Again, the first few months I didn't really do that, but now it's kind of like making up for it. And I really have gotten into it's literally just like clockwork. It's like I don't even think about it anymore. I just go downstairs and do it, or I go outside and do something, or, you know, like Austin and I go play pickleball, or we go for a walk or whatever. So yeah, we're doing it. We're working. Cook 2 new recipes a month. I feel like I have been doing this. We definitely are creatures of habit, and I think I talked about this once before in one of the monthly reflections that I did. I originally had this as 2 new recipes a week, and that just got so expensive because you were buying these new ingredients every single time you wanted to make something new, and it's like that is just not in the budget, okay? Like, groceries are expensive, and it is just easier to use what you have. So I feel like it maybe hasn't been 2 new recipes a month, but you know, when we run out of the things that we have, of the meals that we kind of circulate through, we've been trying new things. So maybe it hasn't been 2 a month, maybe it's been 1 a month, maybe it's been like not even 1 a month, but we're still trying new recipes, which is something that I like to do. I like to cook, I like to bake, so it's something that I just naturally do. So yeah. Drink 1/2 gallon to 1 gallon of water a day. I have been doing this consistently. Honestly, I was just thinking, actually, I have barely drank any water today, and I really am starting to feel it. So it's good because it really triggers my brain into being like, now that I'm so used to drinking so much water, if I don't drink the water, I'm like, what are you doing? So yes, have been doing that. Okay, this is the one I unfortunately am going to change. And I really am saying this unfortunately because I love golf, and Austin will laugh at me because anytime he wants to go golfing, I'm always just like not in the mood, but I really do love going golfing. And Austin and I golfed so much last year, and it was so much fun. I've only been to the driving range this year, and truthfully, like wholeheartedly truthfully, not trying to make excuses, golfing is expensive. And that at the end of the day is like the main issue and thing with golf that I have, and that's just what it is. Like, you can obviously pay to go like every single time, or you can pay for like a membership for a course. Either way, it's very expensive, and it's just not something that's in the budget for both of us to do right now, because obviously if I'm going, Austin's gonna go, whereas if Austin goes, I don't have to go with him. Like, it is off, like Austin loves golf, so I would never say to him, you're not allowed to golf because it's too expensive. I'm just taking it as like, okay, Austin wants to golf, let's save $50 to $70, and like I don't have to golf. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be improving on my golf this year because I really think I only am going to go golfing like maybe once or twice this year. If I'm honest. But on the like opposite end of the spectrum, which I will be adding to this, is that I actually want to improve playing pickleball. The last month-ish, Austin and I have been going and playing pickleball because there are courts like right by our house. It's so easy for us to go to. It's free, and it's something that we can do for as long or as little as we would like. And we have been loving it. It has been so much fun. We go at least like 3 to 4 times a week, I would say right now. And that's just been because it's been raining. Like, the days that we don't go is because like we literally can't because of the weather. But it is so fun. Like literally, I love it so much. It is such a good activity. It's such a fun workout. Super, super easy to learn. It's more challenging to get good at it, but it's really easy to learn, and it's really easy to just be able to pick up a paddle and play. And you still feel like you get a little bit of a workout in. So I'm actually going to add in that is that I would like to actually improve my pickleball. But that's okay. You know, golf is something that I can go years without playing and then pick back up again. I'm not at the same like caliber maybe as I was last year to this year, or when I was younger to now, you know, but it's something you can always pick up. Like once you kind of know how to, you know, the motions of it, you can always golf. So, you know, when we're old and gray and, you know, we have these like things that we want to do, maybe golfing will be the thing that we want to spend our money on. But right now it isn't. It doesn't work in our budget. So that is totally fine because we have our free pickleball to play. Okay, I want to just quickly talk about financials. So I did talk about having financial goals at the beginning of my year. I won't be touching on them right now solely because I wish I felt comfortable to share my finances with you guys. I wish I felt like the ability to be like fully transparent and show you my finances. And like, yes, finances are a taboo subject. They're a tricky subject to talk about. I just really don't feel comfortable putting my finances on the internet. I never really did in the first place. When we talked about it, I basically just said like, I wanted to save $1,000 a year or a month, a year. I wanted to save $1,000 a month. And that was kind of as big as I went into it. But I'm not even going to talk about it because at the end of the day, Austin and I, we share a bank account. We share all of our finances. We share all of our income. We share everything. And we have for a really long time. When we first got engaged in 2016, we combined a savings account together. We had separate checking account, but we combined our savings accounts. And that's how we saved for our wedding. And then as soon as we got married, we just combined our bank accounts, and that's just been how we've been living since 2016, so almost 8 years. So it's what we wanted to do, and it is what has worked for us. And at the end of the day, you know, there's people online who do share their finances, but they share their personal finances, and I don't feel comfortable doing that because mine are shared with my husband. So that is as much as I will get into it. I will say that we have really readjusted our finances a lot this year, just based on, obviously, we went from living with my mom and paying minimal rent to paying a rent on a full townhouse. So that has changed a lot. The way that we spend our money has changed a lot, and the way that we save our money has changed a lot. So, you know, we've gone through ups and downs. Feels like there's been a lot more downs than ups, if I'm honest. But it's okay. We are totally fine. We are working through it. And right now we are definitely on an up. So I'm feeling good about our finances. And obviously there will be times where I'm going to be like, I'm having a spiral, because I literally did a couple weeks ago. But it's, as of right now, all good. And, you know, I'll share obviously little things here and there about finances, but it's just not something that I feel like comfortable sharing on the internet with. Okay, moving on. Okay, we had a lot of home goals for this year, and honestly, almost all of them are completed. So wanted to finish our entryway, which we have done for the most part. The only things really that I want to add to the entryway, I want to put baskets on our bench because I want little storage areas for when the winter comes, so we can put hats, mitts, gloves, that kind of stuff in there. But again, that's not until winter, so that can wait, no rush. And then the only other thing I wanted to do was put up a couple pictures, but again, that's no rush, like nothing crazy. But yeah, so basically entryway is finished. Okay, I had on here, I want to make my guest room cozy. I want to have lamps, TV stand, whatever, bathroom. I just feel like we don't know how long we're going to be here for. Obviously, it's a rental. Like, we would love to eventually, who knows, buy this place because it is an opportunity for us possibly in the future. Again, I don't want to get too much into it. But we don't know. We don't know. I would love to stay here, but I don't know. And I don't really want to spend money to, you know, fully decorate spaces that we don't see all the time. Our oh my gosh, why can I not speak? Our spare bathroom and our spare bedroom, we never see because the doors are always closed. like literally 99% of the time, because we don't let the animals go in those rooms because one, I don't want to clean them as often, and two, when we have guests stay over, I don't want them, especially Brandon, like I'm calling you out, Brandon's allergic to cats, so I don't want Ellie to go and like walk all in that room, and even though I clean it, you still have that like cat fur or hair or scent in the room. So I just want them to have like a sanctuary, right? So I keep those doors closed. So anyways, I just feel like I don't really want to decorate those spaces before we have all of our personal spaces decorated. So instead of the guest room like finishing, I actually want to finish our bedroom. I want to have that as something that we do for the end of the year. The things that I want to add, we still have our TV in our bedroom on cardboard boxes. So I would love to get a TV stand to put here so that we can put a TV there. I think I've explained this before, but the wall that our TV sits on is actually the same wall as the shower in our master bathroom. So if we were to drill through this wall, there is a high possibility that we could hit a water line, and that is not even in the cards. So we're not mounting the TV, we are putting it on a TV stand. So we need a TV stand. I would also love to get either pictures or a shelf to put up behind our bed, just to like add something to that wall. It just feels plain. And then of course I'm a plant lady now, so I want to get some plants for the room. But those are like the little things. But instead of making our guest room cozy, I would like to make our master bedroom cozy. We will set up our workout room, which that's a very loose term. We have a workout space in our basement, which is set up and it's all good and it works perfectly for us. Organized storage in basement, that is done. We have a whole corner of our basement that has like shelves and bins and everything, and it's all good. And then organized storage in the garage we have done, or Austin's done really, but he basically, like there's not a ton of stuff that needs to be stored in the garage, which is really nice. But he has kind of organized that, everything's situated. We can park our car in there now, and we still have plenty of room and plenty of storage, so that is good. And find everything we own a home, which honestly, we basically do. We have nothing ever feels like it's like laying out because it doesn't have a home. It's laying out because we just haven't put it in its home, but it has a home. So that's very happy. I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. It wasn't a ton of stuff, I would say, but a good amount of our things that was just kind of like causing clutter. Goodbye, gotten rid of, and I have not blinked an eye at it. Have not had any remorse, so that's good. Basically all our home goals are done, other than like one now for the bedroom, so love that. Relationship goals. Okay, these ones are ones that just kind of continue on. Like I can't really say if I've completed them for the year or not, because they're ones that are just every month I kind of want to focus on. For marriage, I have broken it up into sections for my relationship goals. So I have marriage, friendship, and family. So for my marriage, my like actual relationship, I want us to have 2 intentional date nights per month. I would say we haven't really been doing this. We've been doing more like quality time together for sure, which I think is, yeah, the other one, spend more shared hobby time together. We definitely have been doing more of that, and maybe I guess I could consider that as like dates, but maybe we've been doing like 1 intentional date night a month, but not 2, but that's fine. We can, like, it's not that it's hurting my relationship any, because we still spend good time together, so all good there. Friendships, host a friend 1 time a month. I feel like I have been doing this. I feel like at least once a month I've had a friend over, stay over, come over, hang out. Yeah, I feel like I've done this. Say yes to at least 1 outing a month, friends, coworkers, events, etc. I feel like this hasn't happened monthly, I will say, but anytime I am asked, 80% of the time, I think I say yes. So it's hard, especially right now, again, with finances. Again, I'm not trying to get too much into it, but it's hard because a lot of the time people want to go out and do something. Like my best friend Kristen today just texted me and she was like, do you want to go get your nails done? And I'm like, I would, but I can't. That, like, financially, I can't. But so that's where it gets hard. But it's like, if it's little things of like, hey, do you want to go hang out at the beach? Or hey, do you want to go for a walk? Or hey, do you want to go do this? Like 100% I will do that. So and then make time to talk with faraway friends. I've been doing good at this for the first few months of the year, and then honestly the last month was 75 hard/soft. I get overwhelmed because I just have so many things that like in my brain I have to do. The friends fall on the back burner, and totally that is my fault, but I try my best to at least FaceTime or text or Marco Polo all my little friends from all over the place. So I do try to make those small pockets of time work. Family, call long distance family weekly. Truthfully, I'll call myself out. I have not been doing this. Yeah, haven't been doing this. And host or attend 1 to 2 family dinners per month. Absolutely have done none of that. I think we've done maybe 2. So yeah, that's what's going on with the relationship goals. Okay, last one, social. Okay, so I've always said like social media for me is just fun. Like it's just a hobby for me. And normally I don't really make goals on it, but this year I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw some goals out there and see what happens and see kind of what happens. I will say like I haven't been working towards them necessarily specifically, but I've just been posting my regular posting schedule and like kind of seeing what happens. But for YouTube, post 2 times a week. I have done this. I think I've had 1 week, maybe 2 this year so far that I haven't posted 2 videos. So that's really good. I wanted to create more series on my channel, which I feel like I have done, because I've done my like 75 hard series. I've done like a bookish kind of series. I've slowed down on that, but it will be picking up, I promise. And then what else? Obviously the vlog series when we go to Disney is always a series that happens on my channel. So yeah, I've been doing that. I wanted to organize my YouTube page, which I did do. You guys might not have seen it if you don't like actually go on to my physical page, but if you go on there now, everything's kind of categorized and organized and all that good stuff. I wanted to rebrand, so change up my channel banner, intro, outro, profile photos, brand colors, etc. I haven't done this yet. I think, yeah, no, I haven't done any of this. Haven't done this yet. I want to, but I just haven't done it yet. But it'll be on my list. And then my overall arching goal for YouTube is I want to hit 8,000 subscribers. And what am I at right now? Right now I am at 7,484. So we are about halfway through the year and we are a little under halfway to the goal. So who knows? Maybe I'll hit it. Maybe I won't. It's just up there. For TikTok, oh my gosh, TikTok. I love TikTok, but I'm so bad at posting on TikTok. I wanted to post 3 times a week on TikTok. Have not done that. Respond to more comments. I've been trying. Don't know if I've been succeeding. You guys can tell me that or not. I want to engage in others' content, which I feel like I do. I do it more with my friends. I feel so much easier to me to like comment on friends' stuff rather than like my own or like random people's stuff. But yeah, I do want to engage more in other people's content. And then I wanted to hit 4K followers. Honestly, I don't think I'm anything close. I think I'm at 2K, so I'm not even gonna. And then Instagram, I want to be more active on stories. I go through phases with Instagram. It's like sometimes I'm super active on my stories and other times I won't post for weeks. So I want to still try to be more active, but yeah. I want to post weekly on Instagram. Haven't done that. Post 1 to 2 carousels a month. I feel like I have done this. Post 1 reel a month. Have not done that. Hit 3K followers. Again, not even close. So that's where I am with social goals. It's fun to have them up there, but again, it's nothing that I'm like trying to achieve. I'm just grateful for all of you that come here. If there was one of you, I would be grateful. So I'm forever grateful for you guys. Okay, let's jump into the next set here. Let's talk about my monthly, my monthly reset. So, like I said, I didn't really have any goals for this month because I've been doing the 75 soft challenge. But overall, it has been going well. I've really just gotten back into a healthy routine. I've really just been doing a good job at having a routine. We're eating in way more. We're eating out in moderation. I'm moving my body every day. I've been reading a lot more. I've been spending way less time on social media. And I want to cut it down even more than what I have, but I really have been spending less time. So I think overall, I've just been doing a good job at working towards a healthier lifestyle. I talked about this in a vlog a couple weeks ago, but I really recently have been struggling with like the comparison game on YouTube, if I'm totally honest. And it's not even YouTube, it's like sometimes YouTube, it's sometimes TikTok, sometimes Instagram, whatever it is, social media in general. I've just been struggling a little bit with it because for myself personally, it's like sometimes I feel like I watch people just for the sake of watching them, and I'm not watching what I actually just want to watch. Like, I feel like I can't really explain this well, but, you know, let's say there's somebody who I used to always watch religiously. Like, I would always watch every single video all the time just because I loved watching their content. And, you know, as you change, as you grow, as you get different things that you like or different things, like whatever that you don't like, maybe you don't watch their videos as much. And maybe you just don't really want to watch them anymore. Maybe their viewpoints don't align with yours, anything like that. I find myself that I feel like I have this just like, I'm like, I used to watch them all the time, so I feel like I still need to watch them. But then I start watching them and like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I watch them just for the sake of watching them, even though I'm not actually enjoying what I'm watching. So I really wanted to cut back on that. And I really have, like, I feel like I went through my like followers and like who I was following on everything, my like subscriptions, everything like that. And I cut down a lot. So instead of having like all these channels where it's like I'm just watching for the sake of watching, I really have like those select channels that like I just have been loving. And who knows, maybe some of these channels that I have been loving I won't love in a year, or I won't love in 2 years or whatever, and that's okay. It is what it is. And I just have to remind myself that like I'm not hurting anybody's feelings by not watching their videos any less than I am by watching their videos if I don't even enjoy them. You know what I mean? So that's how I've been feeling. I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult. Okay, let's move into favorites. And then we will talk about July goals, and then we're done. I need a break. You guys need a break, I'm sure. It's been a long video. Okay, so this month I have been in my TV era. I have been watching so many TV shows because we recently got Crave and Netflix. We caved and we just like went hard and we got both. We got the $6 Netflix that you can get where you have to watch ads, and then we got whatever the cheapest Crave is, which is still like $15 a month or something. Anyways, we got those two, and then we have Amazon Prime anyway, so we also watch that occasionally. But these are all the TV series I've been watching. So, Sex Lives of College Girls, I'm on season 2, I'm like halfway through. Love Island, I've just been keeping up with. Love Island. Love Island. Okay, wait. Let me go get a drink, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I just left my like overshirt downstairs, but it's fine because I was playing with it too much anyways. I was like sitting here trying to like power through filming this video, not going to the bathroom, not going getting a drink. And I'm like, girl, nobody is holding you here, forcing you to make this video. Like, it's just you. You can take a minute. Okay, so let's rewind a second here. Okay, movies and TV series. So, Sex Lives of College Girls, I'm officially halfway through season 2. This has been good for me to just have on while I'm doing things. It's just like one of those fun little shows. There's like obviously a storyline to it, but like it's just like a fun comedy. You know, it's good, it's fun, I like it, it's easy to just throw on. Love Island is like, I need to be sat and I need to be watching that show, okay? I love Love Island. I eat it up. Every single year, I eat this show up, okay? I love Love Island. It probably is one of my favorite shows, I easily could say. And I have no shame. I have no shame. And this season has been something. This has probably been the most... sound like The Bachelor. This has been the most dramatic season, but it really has. Like the people on this series, they go crazy. No spoilers in the comments because quite literally this show changes episode by episode. But yeah, crazy. Okay, other show is The Last of Us. This show, Austin and I have been wanting to watch for so long, and we finally, because we have Crave, we're able to watch it. We've been watching this one together. We just finished season 1, which is the only season that's out right now, but oh my gosh, it is as good as I hoped it would be. It took me by surprise of how much I sobbed watching this show. Like honestly, probably 50%, if not more, of the episodes I was sobbing by the end. Or through or whatever. It's so good. I easily can say that this is probably one of my like top favorite shows that I've ever watched. It's so good, and I really hope that they do a good job with season 2 because it's just amazing. The Crown, I literally just finished season 1, so this one I'm watching by myself, kind of like here and there. It's more so like I throw it on when I'm making dinner, or like I've been throwing it on when I'm on the bike, like on the Peloton, because you can get Netflix on your Peloton now, so I kind of have that on sometimes when I'm biking. It's just one of those shows, but I love it. I think it's so fun. I'm really excited to get to the later seasons where like Princess Diana and like Prince William, all of them. Like I think that'll be a fun, like those will be fun seasons to watch, because those are more that I'm like aware of the actual events, you know, that would take place during those time periods. But like the first season was so good. I don't know her name right now off the top of my head, but the girl that plays Elizabeth, like the queen, is amazing. I love her. I adore her. She does such a good job. And then I feel like we're watching other shows right now, but I just can't place it. But we did go see one movie this month, and it was Inside Out 2, and I loved it. I thought it was so good. They did such a good job with it. Like, we talked more about it, shameless plug, on our podcast. You can go check that out, but I loved it. I thought they did such a good job. Like, 10 out of 10. I would go see it again. I'm so excited for when it comes on Disney Plus because I'm definitely going to be watching it many, many times. And yeah, I love it. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, let's talk books for a second. I only read 3 books this month. 2 were audiobooks. 1 was a physical book. So the first book that I listened to, oh my gosh, no. All 3 were audiobooks. Wow, okay. First audiobook that I listened to was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and this one was very good. Okay, I will say, so apparently this isn't like a series, but each of the books that this girl has read is like technically in a, not a trilogy, but like she wrote 3 books and all 3 of them kind of intertwine, but you can read them separately and still enjoy the stories without having read the others, but they just recommend you to read them. Okay, I went into this thinking that I could just read it on its own, and then I had everybody coming for me after being like, you had to read the first book, you had to read the first book, which I hadn't read. I only had read the second and then now the third. So still haven't read the first book of this technical series, not series. But I thought it was great. I gave it 5 stars. I think I would lower it to a 4.5 right now, because I really haven't thought about the characters much since. But I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was funny. It really was just like a classic rom-com. Like there was genuinely, like I was genuinely laughing when I read it or listened to it, which I'm very glad for, because the first book I listened to her by like Abby Jimenez, I think it was Yours Truly, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was not good. Not good. So I'm glad I liked this one. Next book that I listened to was actually our book club book for the month, and it was the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I will say this book kind of let me down because it wasn't what I was hoping it would be. I thought there was going to be a lot more like badass women slaying vampires, and it really, it just didn't match up to the level I wanted it to, you know? It was definitely an entertaining book. It was definitely a fun book to read for book club because we had a lot to talk about at the meeting. And we kind of said that too, but at the end of the day, I didn't really love it. It was just okay for me. And then the last book that I listened to this month was Powerless. I am so sad, but I did not really love this book. I really wanted to feel the way I felt about like Fourth Wing or ACOTAR with this book, and it just didn't hit the same. I feel like I was just trying to relate this book to The Hunger Games way too much. I just had it in my head already that it was a similar concept, and I feel like I just kept trying to be like, oh, she's trying to do this, she's trying to do this to make it feel like The Hunger Games, and it just didn't hit the same for me. It was still okay and interesting overall. I like how it ended because it kind of leaves you being like, oh dang, like, oh crap, what's gonna happen here? But it wasn't that like jaw-dropping, like, oh my gosh, for me at least. I know a lot of people really, really like this book, but it just, I wish it hit as hard as it did for other people, but it just wasn't as much for me. So But I definitely will listen to the next one in the series because I still, or read it or whatever, because I still enjoyed it enough to like want to see how the series goes. But I feel like I'll give it the second book, and then if the second book is the same kind of situation, I probably won't continue with the series. Okay, moving on to games. Okay, no video games this month, but random, this card game. Austin and I have played this card game for a few years now, and we love it. We play it with so many family members. We play it with, like, whenever I go visit my grandma, we play it. Whenever Austin and I can just sit and play it together. And it's very rare, I feel like, to have a card game that you can play with 2 people and it be as fun as when you're playing with, like, 5, 6, 7 people. But this one is called 5 Crowns, and if you've never played this before, it is very fun. I'm not about to sit here and like explain a board game or a card game to you because that is just like the most awkward and like just not great thing to do. But if you're ever looking for a new card game or a board game or something to play with your friends or just like your significant other or whatever, definitely recommend checking it out. You can just get it at like any card game store, I assume. We got ours, it wasn't actually me who got it. My grandma got it for us a couple years ago for Christmas, but she just got it from like Mind Games, you know, one of those kind of stores, and it's really fun. It's very easy to understand and follow, and it's very fun. Okay, favorite products this month. I have 2. So now that we are getting into the summer and we're going to be getting into like warmer weather, tanning, you know, you feel like you need to exfoliate a little more. I feel like at least, like I feel like I need to. So I use sugar scrubs a lot more in the summer, and I've been using the Tree Hut sugar scrubs for about a year now, maybe a little bit longer than a year now. But I love them, and I've just like reinvigorated my love for them because you can now buy them in Canada again. You can buy them at superstores if you didn't know, and in Ontario at least. I don't really know if it's other places too, but yeah, really love the Tree Hut sugar scrubs. They last a really long time, they feel good on your skin, and they smell really good, so love those. And then the other like random product that I have been loving, this is not sponsored, however I was sent this, so just so you know, just so you're aware, but the Merit Beauty lip oil, I'm obsessed. I literally am obsessed with it so much. I'm so much of a gloss girl rather than like a lipstick girl. And this lip oil is like perfect. It's like just enough that it looks like you're wearing a gloss, but it doesn't get sticky like how a gloss does. And it does like wear away quicker, but it still leaves your lips feeling more moisturized because it's like a lip oil. I don't know. I freaking love it though. It is so good. It's like the cutest little size, fits right in your purse. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, random favorites. My plants. My plants have been bringing me so much joy the last couple months. I am just watching these little babies sprout and grow, and like they produce these new little leaves, and I'm just like, I love you. I love you, little plants. And I really do. I just love them. I want more, and I just love them. I love my plants so much. And then other random favorite is my little scrapbook journal that I've been doing. I've really been trying to get back into doing my scrapbook journal, and I've only done it a couple times this month, but it really has brought me a lot of joy, and I love it. And I really won't share a lot of it on here because there are just some things that I want to keep for myself. I found that with video games, like I tried streaming and like sharing video games before, and it was just one of those things where I was like, I just like having video games for myself, okay? That's what I like, and I just want to keep it for myself. And I feel like my scrapbook journal will do the same. Maybe I'll share a couple things here and there, but for the most part, it's one of those things I just want to keep for myself, you know? Okay, and to end off my favorites, I want to share a creator really quick. Okay, hang on. I need to pull up the pronunciation. I messaged her on Instagram earlier, and I said, how the heck do you pronounce your username? Because I always just say her first name and I never say her username, but I need to say her username right now. So, shouting out this creator, Lydia, I'm going to butcher it, Cormulus. I will have her linked. I will have her linked down below, and her little, like, obviously screenshot is going to be on the screen here. I have just been adoring watching Lydia's videos. My camera battery is going to die. What a bad time. Hang on. Okay, apologies if the camera angle changed. Okay, so back to Lydia. So like I said, I really have just been struggling with like this comparison game, and just like I just haven't been loving watching creators as much. And it's not that I have any harsh feelings toward creators, like I'm a freaking creator, so you know, it's just one of those things. I've been struggling. But I have found so much joy in watching Lydia's videos, and it's just, I think it's just like her, she just has this like pure joy for making videos, and you can just like feel it through her videos and through what she films. And I just think it's so refreshing to watch smaller creators, and like, I know, like I'm a smaller creator too, but I'm just saying, I just think it's so refreshing to watch smaller creators, and they just have this passion for YouTube that it's just like they're not getting anything out of it. They're literally just posting what they like to post, and that is the stuff that I like to watch. I like to watch people who just like enjoy what they're posting and enjoy what they're doing. And I really have just found so much joy in watching Lydia's videos. And she just recently went to Walt Disney World, so of course I also have been I have been loving watching her Disney videos. She has been staying right now in the vlog series, at least. She has been staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and they are just about to go to their next resort because they did like a split stay on this last trip. So really, really, really have been loving watching her vlogs and watching all her videos. And I will say, I'm just gonna give her a little shout out here also, because Austin and I were watching one of the vlogs the other day, and she had like, the way that she was filming was like her husband was wearing like his GoPro on his chest, I assume. And then like sometimes she would like, you know, regularly vlog, but then sometimes she would vlog from his GoPro situation. And I was just like, I love this. And I know she's not the first person to ever do this. Like that is what a GoPro is for. Like you're supposed to mount it and whatever. But I'm just like, the way she integrated it into her videos, I was just like so surprised by it. And I was just like, I love this. And I just kept saying it to Austin. Austin's like, that's pretty cool. Like he was very interested. So who knows, maybe one day we will, you know, get a GoPro and that's how we're gonna vlog one trip. But I was just like so inspired, and I just loved how she did that. So very fun and very different. And you know, in a space where it's like you can only do so much with Disney vlogs, you know, like it's like they all feel very, very similar, which honestly I love because I love watching Disney vlogs. But like it's really fun to have these like unexpected like differences and different moments in Disney vlogs. So anyways, I wanted to shout that out because I really love that aspect of her vlogs. So yeah, anyways, go check out Lydia if you haven't already. I'll leave her stuff down below. She's amazing and I just adore her. Adore. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so sorry. This is such a long video. You guys are troopers for hanging out with me for this long. Okay, we are just going to go into the July goals and then we're done. I have a few, so I'm sorry we're going to be here a little longer, but we'll go through them quickly because I don't really need to explain or expand on them. Okay, for July, I want to move my body 5 times a week minimum. So for the first half of July, I'm still doing my 75 soft, so I will be moving my body at least once a day. But once it ends, I want to make sure that I'm continuing on it. So I'm letting myself have like rest days where if I don't want to move my body 2 days of the week, I don't have to. But I really do just want to try and move my body as much as I can. I want to continue on drinking 1 gallon of water each day because I like it and I do a good job and I feel better when I do it. So I want to continue that. I want to have 30 minutes to 1 hour of reading each day. And I'm going to say I'm allowing this to be audiobook or physical. So, you know, during the week, Monday to Thursday at least, I listen to an hour of an audiobook anyways. But on those days where I'm like at home, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, either listening to my audiobook or reading in bed or reading wherever, I want to get back into doing that. I really want to focus on the simple morning and simple night routines. So like we're breaking it down bare bones again. We are going wake up, wash face, brush teeth, make lunch, eat my breakfast. And then for evening routines, skincare, brush teeth, reading, that's it. You know, keep it simple. That way you'll do it and, you know, make it easy. I want to try and do like a low spend / no spend for the month. This is again just kind of like a personal thing. I don't really think I'm going to share in detail like the extras of it, like being like if I spend whatever amount of money. Like, anyways, I don't know. I don't really know the logistics of it, but I kind of want to try and do one just because it is something that we've been just in general. We're like, okay, we have to kind of not spend as much anymore. It's like, it just kind of matches up with our situation right now. So anyways, I'm putting it on here. Who knows if I'll do it, but I want to try and post 3 times a week on TikTok. I just want to have fun with it again. I do. I have fun posting TikToks, and sometimes I just fall into this rut of like, I just watch TikToks and don't actually post them, but like, just post the dang TikTok. Like, you like making them, so just make them and post them. I really want to be strict with myself, and I want to be replying to my comments on any platform within 2 days. And I even feel like this sounds long, but like, knowing me, I reply to comments normally after like a week. So I really just want to try to, within the first day up to 2 days after a comment has been like commented, I want to try and reply, you know, adequately in a decent amount of time. And I want to just spend more time with my hobbies: baking, crocheting, scrapbooking, journaling, puzzles, anything like that. Again, I'm trying my best to stay more off social media. I've been trying to just not scroll, not, you know, just get consumed by everything. So I've been watching a lot more TV, and with that, I feel like I can just do little hobbies while I watch my TV. So I want to try and focus on that rather than like, you know, sitting on my phone and scrolling while I'm watching TV. So that is what I'm going to focus on for the month. Okay, that is everything. That is all we are going to be discussing in this video. Again, I know this video was so long. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and sticking through it. Let me know what some of your goals are, maybe for the month or for the summer. Let me know how your goals have gone for this year. And yeah, I will be sure to reply within 2 days. And if I don't reply within 2 days, call me out. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.